ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधेतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्या सम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ॐ निधये सर्वविद्यानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ओम समस्त ब्रह्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। ओम परब्रह्मणे नमः। ओम श्रुति मात्रे नमः। ओम श्री वेदव्यास वैशंपायन आज्ञवल्क्य आद्य शंकराचार्यादि गुरुभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रुतिमातुः परब्रह्मणः गुरुपरम्परायाः परमात्मनः कृपया शास्त्रोक्त परब्रह्मानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं तैत्तिरीय उपनिषदः पारायणं भाष्य समेत अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। What a beautiful heart you all have. What an excellent simplicity you have, deserving the grace of the entire Guru Parampara and Shruti through the daily listening to these great, grand, glorious, mukti-giving Upanishads. May we all continue to deserve the grace without any distraction till we reach the goal, the Paramatma Anubhava, as soon as possible. Like every day, in today's chanting also, we will do the Brahmananda Mimamsa Parayanam of Brahmananda Valli. Thereafter, as every day, we study the Anuvakams with Sri Adi Shankara Bhashyam for our deeper, widened, better understanding, conviction, commitment, practice, and reaching out. ॐ भीषास्माद्वातः पवते भीषोदेति सूर्यः भीषास्मादग्निश्चेन्द्रश्च मृत्युर्धावति पञ्चम इति सैषानन्दस्य मीमांसा भवति युवा स्यात् साधु युवाध्यायकः आशिष्ठो दृढिष्ठो बलिष्ठः तस्येयं पृथिवी सर्वा वित्तस्य पूर्णा स्यात् स एको मानुष आनन्दः ते शतं मानुष आनन्दाः स एको मनुष्य गन्धर्वाणामानन्दः स एको श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य ते शतं मनुष्य गन्धर्वाणामानन्दाः स एको देवगन्धर्वाणामानन्दः श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य ते शतं देवगन्धर्वाणामानन्दाः स एकः पितॄणां चिरलोकलोकानामानन्दः श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य ते शतं पितॄणां चिरलोकलोकानामानन्दाः स एक आजानजानां देवानामानन्दः श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य ते शतमाजानजानां देवानामानन्दाः स एकः कर्मदेवानां देवानामानन्दः ये कर्मणा देवानपीयन्ते श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य ते शतं कर्मदेवानां देवानामानन्दाः स एको देवानामानन्दः श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य ते शतं देवानामानन्दाः स एक इन्द्रस्यानन्दः श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य ते शतमिन्द्रस्यानन्दाः स एको बृहस्पतेरानन्दः श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य ते शतं बृहस्पतेरानन्दाः स एकः प्रजापतेरानन्दः श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य ते शतं प्रजापतेरानन्दाः स एको ब्रह्मण आनन्दः श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य स यश्चायं पुरुषे यश्चासावादित्ये स एकः स य एवं विद अस्माल्लोकात् प्रेत्य एतमन्नमयमात्मानमुपसङ्क्रामति एतं प्राणमयमात्मानमुपसङ्क्रामति एतं मनोमयमात्मानमुपसङ्क्रामति एतं विज्ञानमयमात्मानमुपसङ्क्रामति एतमानन्दमयमात्मानमुपसङ्क्रामति तदप्येष श्लोको भवते यतो वाचो निवर्तन्ते अप्राप्य मनसा सह आनन्दं ब्रह्मणो विद्वान् न बिभेति कुतश्च नेति एतकं हवावन तपदे किमहगं साधुना करवं किमहं पापमकरवमिति स य एवं विद्वानेते आत्मानग्गः स्पृणुते उभे ह्येवैष एते आत्मानग्गः स्पृणुते य एवं वेद इत्युपनिषद ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ओम अतः श्रीकृष्णे यजुर्वेदान्तर्गत तैत्तिरीयारण्यकान्तर्गत तैत्तिरीय शाखान्तर्गत तैत्तिरीय उपनिषद ओम यस्माज्जातं जगत्सर्वं यस्मिन्नेव प्रलीयते येनेदं धार्यते चैव तस्मै ज्ञानात्मने नमः यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् तैत्तिरीयकसारस्य मयाचार्यप्रसादतः विस्पष्टार्थरचयिनां हि व्याख्येयं सम्प्रणीयते अथ प्रथमा अनुवाकः शिक्षावल्यां शान्तिमन्त्रः प्रार्थनामन्त्रः ॐ शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतो तद्वक्तारमवतो अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्तिः 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 समस्त ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो नमः श्री वेदव्यास वैशंपायन अग्निवल्क्य आद्य शंकरादि गुरुभ्यो नमः अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः महाशवस्य ऋषये नमः प्राचीन योग्य ऋषये नमः शातीतर ऋषये नमः पौरुषिष्टि ऋषये नमः नाक ऋषये नमः त्रिशंकु ऋषये नमः अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. Saluting the Rishi Muni must be everyday practice. Saluting to our Ishtadevata must be everyday practice. Remembering Paramatma as the goal is an everyday practice. Adhyanam of the Shastra should be an everyday practice. Today's thought just before we start our Upanishad is very small one. Ki every decent human being in this world has definitely done something and achieved something great, especially when he has come to a certain age of, let us say, 50, 55, 60. There is nobody who is not great in one way or the other and not done something or the other, not achieved. Spectacular, noble, good thing, beautiful thing. Because in course of time, the Lord or the time matures many of the people who are available for that time and the Lord. People can continue like Dhritarashtra till the last moment of their life also. with all their stupidity. We are not talking about them. We are talking about the simple, ordinary people. Anybody you see, definitely. Some have become politically intelligent, some have become economically intelligent, some have become industrially intelligent, and in those respective fields, professionally, definitely, they have contributed satisfactorily. Some must have joined some NGO organizations and took some position, and definitely, according to the vision of that organization, they have worked for it. There are some philanthropists, their earnings they used it for social causes, is it not? In this way, that way, if you look back, everyone, कोई कोई ज्योतिष भी पढ़ा होगा, कोई और कुछ भी किताबें पढ़े होंगे. Somebody as a hobby might have become a poet. Some people must be full of their Desha Bhakti and talking about the glory of Desham and wanting to protect the culture, tradition. So, if you look that way, many of us have done good things and we can claim successful. Some of them brought up their children, brought up their own profession, made a very good bank balance, have a good number of friends around, well wishers, relatives. Each one, everyone may not have achieved everything, but everyone achieved something. The women folk bringing up the children, taking care of the parents, in laws, family, not an ordinary achievement. Some of those middle class women, whatever husband gives money, थोड़ा उसका जमा करके, she bought a plot or a flat. Husband doesn't do it. They don't know because they are worried only in maintenance. She only somehow keeps that money little. Then they earn something, they buy. It's a good achievement at their level. Everybody. Somehow, by nature or by destiny, if they had some talents or the arts, they used them for their own enjoyment and also for the enjoyment of the public. Is it not? The writers are there, the singers are there, variety of fields, artists are there, the sports persons are there, cine industry are there. How many are there in this world? They are really doing good work and making the show of this world happen beautifully. There may be difference in gradation. Somebody has done a lot, somebody has done a little, but everybody has done wonderful thing. When they look back, they can feel proud of it. Of course, some gaflat, some gadbad, so everybody does because we are not yet perfect morally or in my heart by all the means. It takes time. Only highest matured person. But why this topic we have taken up is in spite of doing all these things and looking back and enjoying all the achievements done, yet we are not great in our life if this one thing we are not doing. That one thing is studying the Shastras, knowing the goal and purpose of human life clearly without ambiguity and trying to achieve all of them done, but this is not done. Then, in fact, comparatively, if we see, the substantial thing is not done. Especially, we have to keep it in mind once we are retired, age of 50, 55. Good. You have done all the things as mentioned earlier in the past life. But have you done this thing also of the Shastra Adhenam regularly, seriously, sincerely, till we are intellectually understanding and getting convinced about what is the ultimate goal called Paramatma to be reached with all sadhanas and all preparations. If this is not done, these people who are above 50, 55, it is better they take up this most important aspect. Is it not true? The true fulfillment starts from here only. All of them also were good contributions. They gave happiness, satisfaction at the time, and sort of fulfillment also. घर बनाया तो एक फुलफिलमेंट है बच्चों का, वो नौकरी दिलाया, पढ़ाई करके बाद शादी कराई, इट्स अ सॉर्ट ऑफ फुलफिलमेंट, देयर इज नो डाउट. But the true fulfillment happens only when the ultimate goal is understood and we started walking towards that. So, that most precious period of ours, once we have concluded all our works outside, achieved substantial, sufficient things, in whatever the fields we were there earlier, we have to start embarking on this thing. Else, we only miss it. Like you see the millions of the people in all India, Hindus and all, how many of thousand lakhs of them after retirement. And then, especially remember, even as we grow in age, very important thing, the faculties will start becoming weakened. And if you don't have the spiritual vision or goal, and lot of desires still are there, either unfulfilled or still wanting to be fulfilled. Desires इतने सारे हैं और ताकत नहीं है उनको fulfill करने के लिए, because इंद्रियास body has become old. How pathetic will be that life, बताओ? How frustrating it that I got diabetes and I want to eat sweets and sugars. Doctor says, don't eat. If you eat, you die. And I crave for eating it. Can there be any worst psychological feeling than this? That I want to fulfill desire. I have money, but I can't. Such a frustrated, pathetic, stupid fellows. What is the only means, if not diverting their attention to Paramatma so that these cravings, these frustrations are saved from, or is saved from all of that? Is there any other way? अदरवाइज पूरा दिमाग में ये सारे बच्चे ये खा रहे, वो खा रहे, मैं खा नहीं पा रहा हूँ. कैन देर बी एनी वर्स्ट लाइफ फॉर ए elderly man than this? The dignity of diverting mind towards spirituality and willingly saying no to all of them. किसमें महानता है बताओ? किसमें आनंद है? सोच लो. This is the second lower point, but the higher point is what? When with your abilities, so many things you have achieved by doing, why not you do this one to achieve the spirituality also? Is it not real fulfillment? Otherwise, worried about the body, the health all the time. If it is good, indulge. If it is bad, eat, take rest by taking medicine. All that, that's all the life. And sitting in front of TV and watching it and getting all the fats accumulated every day by day becoming so lazy, lethargic, that even the kuchi and sofa started staying when this fellow will get up from this place. And the Bahu saying, why is sitting like buffalo without doing anything? कम से कम जाकर पौधों को पानी डाल सकते हैं. There are millions this way wasting their precious life. Some are wasting life only in this reading newspapers, in only worried about the things in which are not in the control. And in that pseudo happiness of I have alumni friends. We took to sit and talk about all our past glories, achievements. These are all nonsense. Once in a while you can do, but that cannot be at the cost of the evolutionary spiritual path of studying Shastras, knowing the goal, trying towards that. And you and I, because of whatever the number of Janma Punya we have done, we are saved from that miserable, frustrating failure. That towards our end, or means this time, we are getting this chance and we are using it. More important. Now, some of you, or every one of you, in the beginning days of classes, how vague we were about the importance of these classes and the knowledge that is gained in these classes and the meaning and purpose in them. Now you see, didn't we get the anchor for our life? Didn't we get that support? Did we get that clarity? Oh, this is what I have to achieve, this is what I have to do. What did we do? Only 2 years we have spent time regularly. But what an amount of clarity has come to us for those who are regular, serious, sincere. I can't guarantee this to everyone who are having no devotion and irregular and ego people. Those who come not by taking choice but come accidentally. Those sit in the class for 1 hour, but still the mind is somewhere in the world. I can't guarantee to those people. But those really, genuinely, regular, with the clarity that let me see what is there in the Shastra spoken. With this mind, those who have come, that clarity which has come, बताओ ये और कहीं आ सकता था क्या? अब कितने भी सोशल स्पिरिचुअल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में भटकते हुए कितने भी सेवा करो, ये क्लैरिटी आता है? You might be done all that you are even doing now, but in all of them is the clarity which we are getting through the study of Shastra. Could have garnered? मिलता था क्या? संभव ही नहीं हो. Not that we have got complete clarity, but we know now that when I continue studying, I become more and more clear in the understanding about the goal and means along with conviction and inspiration and initiative. Support मिल गया हमको. नहीं तो भटकते गए दोस्तों में, बंधुओं में, अड़ोसी पड़ोसियों में, and in that activity, going to that place, visiting this place, buying that one, selling that one. अरे भाई ऐसा बच्चे लोगों का खेल है, अब कब तक करते रहोगे? But you and I now think about it. And I am sure to the most sincere people, definitely that vagueness is reduced, the clarity increased. This is what the purpose of life is, to know the Paramatma who is beyond and behind all the gross, subtle, causal expressions. Being one with him, there is a mukti. Now, with this, when we become more and more stronger, and we are also seeking the means for that and trying to do all those sadhana, we are truly growing, truly evolving, truly the substantial thing is done through us, and really the great achievers we are. All other achievements are good, but not the best. This is the best. When we have done so many, let us do this also. Even in other words, even if the other things are not done, let us try this one, our spirituality. Feel that pride inside, feel that self-esteem, self-respect inside. Feel that joy that we are getting clarity through being regular to our Shastra Dhenam. Of course, extend that gratitude to the Paramatma whom we worship, to the Gurus and all who has blessed us. उन सबको कृतज्ञता जताते हुए feel that. Because unless we think in this way and see what benefit we are getting, anytime the mind, the Maya can take us away. Like few of you have become irregular. How to avoid that Maya is this one. Because of being regular, I am getting such a clarity and conviction, therefore I will not leave. If this thought is not there, some other powerful thought, it can be anything, takes away from this. And once we go away, again back to square one. अब सीढ़ी चढ़ते चढ़ते सांप के मुख में आ गए और नीचे गिर गए. Is it not? Today's thought is this one. That many things we might have done, but if this is not done, then we have missed the best one. We could have done, yet have not done, is the most miserable thing in life. For those who are not doing, we are doing it for self-congratulation, self-respect and esteem. Continue it. This is today's thought one. Another thought we'll discuss today, Kim, I tell you something good for you and me also. What are those good qualities, values, virtues we have which made us this way regular, sincere, which made us come to the classes? What are those good qualities? कुछ तो होंगे जिसके कारण हम आ पाए हैं, जो नहीं आ पाए नहीं आ पाए. सोचो क्या है वो. Thank the Lord and yourself for having those qualities and keep them up, because they are the ones which brought us to this level. They are the same qualities which will take us to the next stage also. And this stage of being regular to class, trying to understand the subject, we have come. The next stage of clearly, thoroughly, unambiguously understanding the goal and means we have to reach. After that, the third stage is taking this as the most important priority of life and doing sadhana deeply, intensely, at every cost. This is the next step we have to. After that, in that relentless effort of ours, we are touching those shores of Atmananda, which is like ocean, that Brahman. So the next three steps में भी आगे बढ़ने के लिए यहाँ तक कौन से गुण लाए हैं हमको, उनको छोड़ना नहीं, उनको और बढ़ाना है, और उनके समान इस साधना में हेल्प करने वाले और गुणों को लाना है. If you ask me, for me and you, only one or two, three things important. We were not that much arrogant and egoistic like others. Second is we have that bhavana of little bhakti sharanagati. Third one is what? We are simple. Because of this egolessness, because of that sharanagati bhakti, because of the simplicity, your mind intellect did not react too much when you received the messages that these programs are going on. You just kept. And those have not come, no bhakti sharanagati, and strong in their ego, therefore they have lot of choices. And they made life complicated with so many involvements, wanted or unwanted, called for or uncalled for. You know, those who make the life very complicated, they are not available here. You and I made simple. Our life was simple. We are simple. Therefore, we could easily choose this. Second is what? We have that bhakti sharanagati. You know, that simplicity or humbleness which has troubled you in your life because you are suppressed by your wife or husband or children or parents, definitely. But that same thing helped here, that we could surrender to our Guru and Bhagwan, and humbly we came regularly to the class. And those who don't have, those who are authentic or authoritative everywhere, यहाँ में उनको अथॉरिटी चाहिए, और या तो मिलता नहीं, अथॉरिटी चलता नहीं, इस लोग आते नहीं यहाँ. They want to authorize or become authority somewhere. Here you have to surrender, so they are not fit for it. They will go somewhere where they can show their bossism. None of you are boss. Lucky that you are not boss. That bhakti sharanagati, is it not? The simplicity and humbleness, sometimes which people may use us as doormat. If you have that, there you have to be intelligent, okay? That's a different subject. But same thing has brought you here regular. Otherwise, during the classes, there were thousands of chances or times wherein you could have got disappointed or rejected or demoralized to go away. Why all of them not influenced you, which influenced some of the others who left? Because simplicity, the humbleness, the sharanagati. The same thing seen from the other side is the egolessness. भगवान को यही चाहिए, निरहंकार, भक्ति शरणागति, सरलता, straight forwardness, simplicity, not vakrata. He is so loving to such people that he just pours the best. And what is best? Then studying Shastra, getting convinced about the ultimate goal. इन चीजों को चाहे किसी भी कीमत पे नहीं छोड़ना. Will throughout life be simple. Will not become complicated. Make our life complicated with so many demands, with so many insistence on people, with trying to be authentic authority on others, with having thousands of choices and all. इतना मत बनाओ आप. Simple. If wife asks what to make, you tell. If doesn't ask, you make something, you eat. That's it. Simple. If the children ask any guidance, you give them. If not, it's very important, you tell them in दो चार बातें. छोड़ दो बस. Each of you, to your children are a very humble servants. That nature has brought here you to school, you to the classes being regular. But don't be servants and doormat there. वहाँ का self-respect बचाओ. That is always there. But that simplicity, humbleness helped here. Continue that one. Let us always more humble, more simple, more saranagata, more bhakta, expressed all that through more and more prayers. Saying to the Lord, oh Lord, very periphery level still I am. Not even one negative quality I have given up consciously so far. Not even one positive quality I gained in spite of being so regular to the classes. Not even one thought of Viveka and Vairagya have become very convincingly understandable by me. I'm at such a low level. To this level of coming to class you brought me, please take me to the next level. In this way, humbly, simply, with bhakti and prapatti, when you request the Lord, beg the Lord, if it is Rama or Krishna or Shiva or your Omkara or your Mahat Brahma, whomever one Lord you have chosen, pray to them in this way. Let my tamas rajas go away. Let the sattva grow in me. Let the values grow in me. Let the understanding about the importance of time and opportunities is recognized by me. Let me become more and more serious, sincere. As I have become sincere and serious in attending to the classes, may I become so sincere in my doing homework also, studying. इन दिस वे विथ सेम हम्बलनेस प्रे टू भगवान ना ऐसे लोग तो भगवान इतना पसंद करते हैं उनको ही जस्ट गिव्स दिस थिंग्स एवरीवेयर नो then the Parvati ji asked with humbleness to Lord Shiva. He gave the Brahma Jnanam, he gave the Rama Katha, he taught her the Rama Bhakti, he taught her how the Rama lived the life of Dharma. If the Parvati, like every wife, is arrogant, see, she is Parvata Raja Putri, stone, Parvata means. Yet, so melted in her devotion. Therefore, Bhagavan Shiva also took that opportunity and gave her the Jnanam. See the Parikshit surrender. Therefore, Shukadevji gave that Jnanam. So, what are the three things? Ego, no bhakti, and very complicated lives. They never bring us to this class. No ego, bhakti sharanagati, simplicity are the ones which make us being regular and many other good qualities. Yes, you have that nature of commitment, some of you. Everywhere you are committed. Therefore, you are committed this also. The nature of commitment makes you makes that commitment useful in this also. Is it not? And some of you have nature of hard work. And all of you have the one good quality of getting up early. With all other good qualities, people can't come to class because इतना सुबह हम नहीं आ सकते. But you all by nature सुबह उठने वाले. वो भी एक फायदा है ना. So, what is the second thought of today? What are the good qualities because of which we are regular? We are blessed by the Lord up to this level. Recognize them, increase them, add any other good qualities required so that to the next level, next level, next level, next level, 4 levels we grow by the grace of Bhagavan and Guru. This is the second thought. The first thought was good that you have achieved so many things in life. But have you studied the Shastras seriously, regularly, thoroughly under the guidance of an Acharya? And are you getting convinced about the ultimate goal? Or you are worried again at all your elderly age about all the non essentials? Then that life is wasted. So we are protected in both cases. Let us be thankful to the Guru and God. Let us feel that confidence within that we could do and use that confidence for further attempts for more and more higher sadhana. Having said so, which is very crucial, now with the minds prepared, let us continue to add some more understandings and create some more inspiration to do some more hard work to reach some more heights in our spiritual understanding and sadhana. Let us chant the Dashama Anuvaka thrice and summarize what is seen and go ahead. Om Aham Rukshasya Reriva Kirti Prushtam Gireriva Ordhva Vajineva Swamrutamasmi Dravinagam Savarchasam Sumedha Amrutokshidaha Iti Trishankor Vedanuvachanam Om Ata Taittiriya Upanishad Siksha Valli Dashamonuvagaha Aham Rukshasya Reriva Kirti Prushtam Gireriva Ordhva Vajineva Swamrutamasmi Dravinagam Savarjasam Sumedha Amrutokshidaha Iti Trishankor Vedanuvachanam Aham Rukshasya Reriva Kirti Prushtam Gireriva Ordhva Vajineva Swamrutamasmi Dravinagam Savarchasam Sumedha Amrutokshidaha Iti Trishankor Vedanuvachanam. One by one, in just 15, 20, 30 seconds में एक एक चीज. First, Aham Vrukshasya Reriva. Have we deeply understood this intellectually? These are all the words of Trishanku after experiencing Brahma Jnana. After experiencing Atma and Brahma, what Trishanku spoke about the glory of that experience. Are we able to intellectually understand? If yes, then it will inspire us to take up that sadhana to experience what Trishanku is experiencing at the cost of everything else. No other thing I want than this, because this is the best. If that ananyata is coming in us, then the purpose of Shruti Mata putting this mantra spoken by Sri Trishankuji is fulfilled. So too, the purpose of our studying this Anuvaka is fulfilled. कि इसके सिवा मुझे और कुछ नहीं चाहिए, ऐसा दृढ़ निश्चय बना तो हमने इस पोर्शन को ठीक तरह से पढ़ा और जिस पर्पस के लिए ये पोर्शन इस उपनिषद के इस भाग में रखा गया वो भी फुलफिल हुआ. सो द फर्स्ट वन, अहम वृक्षस्य रेरिवा. इट इज एक्सपीरियंस फॉर द त्रिशंकु and for us it is the self in me is only the reriva of the samsara vriksha. That self we have to discover, which Trishanku discovered and is reveling in that. That reveling is expressing in terms of what he was earlier. Earlier was a panchi on the samsara vriksha. Now for the entire vriksha is the prerayita by being antaryami atma. Is it not? Let us be the inspiring presence for the world to play its play. Let's not be a part to be persecuted by this samsara vriksha. Think coolly. The self in me is the preriva and prerita of samsara vriksha. Because of this self only, the entire thing in the samsara is happening. And that self, without which nothing of this glorious infinite samsara cannot happen, and that is me. This aham vrukshasya reriva gives the highest level of self-respect कि मैं वो आत्मा हूं जिन्होंने पूरा संसार वृक्ष का प्रेरणा की. Not the jiva who somehow dhakka mukka kake, one family of 2 children, somehow he managed. That is a pathetic jiva at lowest level. But as an atma, like this one family, millions of families of past, present, future, who are born, dying, living, lived, उन सबका प्रेरणा करने वाला वो जो आत्मा है वो मैं हूं. See the great feeling, है कि नहीं? See, when you get promotions and people start respecting us, don't you feel that joy? है कि नहीं? ऑर्डिनरी थे, कोई रेस्पेक्ट नहीं, तो बड़ा बनते जाओ तो रेस्पेक्ट करते जाते. No, the सबसे बड़ा बनना क्या है? For the whole samsara vriksha, you are a reriva. Can there be more greater feeling of this highest position, which is saluted by everyone, respected by everyone? That feeling is the meaning of this line. Aham vrikshasya reriva. But then you can add all the things. I am that self, which is in whose presence the Maya is creating Srushti, making it sustain and dissolving it. And in the Srushti, the Anantakoti Brahmandas are coming and staying. And to every one of them in the Sthiti-kala, all that required is provided that Paramatma, and that is me. देखो कितना हमको अपने आप का सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस आ जाता है, नॉट ओवर कॉन्फिडेंस. वी आर ऑल विक्टिम्स ऑफ वन थिंग कॉल्ड एज inferiority complex. All that inferiority goes away if we study this, and not the superiority also. Why? Because the Atma is Atma of everyone also, therefore you need adopt superiority complex. Inferiority जाएगा, superiority नहीं आएगा, but confidence आएगा कि I am that self. Self-respect, self-confidence. Okay? That is the meaning of this sloka. Aham vrikshasya reriva, entire vriksha. You can feel that mali of a tree or the garden, therefore a tree. है ना? एक 1000 आम देने वाले मैंगो. आप गए, you said, wow, so many mangoes, more than the leaves. And that mali is there. You know, when you say it's so beautiful, this tree with so many mangoes, or any tree. Now look into his eyes. Whether he speaks or not, you can see that fulfillment. Given a chance, and if he is that type of initiative person, he speaks out. Sir, ये वाला पौधा उस जगह से मैंने लाया. Is it not? फिर मैंने लगाया. फिर मैंने पूरा उसको whatever fencing लगा कर है, protected. And every year, every month, I am watching it. I added water, I gave all the manure and all. फिर आप देखकर जितना हैरान या खुश हो रहे हो, इस पेड़ के जड़ से लेकर हर एक ट्रंक में, डालियों में, पत्तों में और फल में मेरा मेहनत है. अहम वृक्षस्य रेरिवा. Is it not? So too, 100 मंजिला बिल्डिंग बनाया. बनाने के लिए many workers are there. But the one who initiated and coordinated all that, joy of him, when an Olympic Games are conducted or any of that, will he not say it is me who took initiative and did all that? See the joy of that person. When your children also grow, settle in life, become a good contributor to the nation by highly qualified professionals. क्या आनंद है, मैंने इन बच्चों को जन्म दिया, पाला पोसा बड़ा किया. So in each of these things, if this is a fulfillment, what would be the fulfillment? Can we put it in words? When I discover that I am that self, who is the prerayita for the entire miracles, entire glorious mystic things happening, inexplicable in the world, right from beginning of creation and before, beyond and all that. मैं हूं इन सब अद्भुतों का कारण. Is it not? Imagine. So this is how this sentence has to be understood. It should give us that inspiration, confidence that the self is that which is the Reriva, and that self is me. That's discovered by our Trishanku. So Trishanku is an example, an inspiration for us, a proof that if somebody tries, they can reach out. And when he reached out, he explained this. Therefore, we also can say the same way, experientially. Now, theoretically, we are studying his expressions of experience and getting inspired. When we reach, we also say the same thing. Then second one, Kirtihi, Prushtam Gireriva. What is the Gire Prushtam Kirti? So many things we explained. But we today tell it as what? Though such a great Prapancham is sustained because of me by being the Antaryami Atma of everyone, yet I am so great, grand, glorious that I am not touched by any one of them. गिरी के पृष्ठ में रहना ही मेरा कीर्ति है. Like the peak of the mountain, stop the clouds and the clouds rain, because the rains, everything on the earth happens. But whatever the thing that is happening on the earth, the peak which stopped the clouds gave rain is not touched only. In the same way, with all these things done, at the same time, I am more than all those things happening, and I am not conditioned or touched by any of them. Therefore, in Vyavahara also, now I will not get digressed much because we are studying a very sublime topic. We will not make it diluted, but one thought. The greatest thing in Vyavahara also is what? As great thing as we achieve, along with that, if we are detached from it, that is more greater than achievement. As a prime minister, I have achieved everything, yet I am not touched by either the achievements or the prime ministership. Then you have risen above even that. Like all avatars, they do what a marvelous activities, yet they are not touched by them, they are above that. Not influenced by them, not get caught up in them, not touched by them. Is it not? Puja Gurudev. Such a great work he did, but he is not caught up anywhere. He is not touched. He is beyond. ये सब करने में मेरी कीर्ति नहीं है, my dear. वृक्ष is not my kirti. Then, even though I am Reriva of the Vriksha, still I am not touched by that. That is the real kirti of mine. It's little sublime. This is very subtle. It is not easily catchable. And spiritually, this is the truth. In the presence of sun, everything happens, yet sun is not touched by any one of them. In the presence of gold, all ornaments are made, but no ornament touches the gold. In the same way, in the presence of your Atma, Srushti Sthila happen, but all of them together, individually also, never touch the self. That self is immaculate, infinite, and all. अब ये यहाँ क्यों कर बताना पड़ता है? Because how much ever we may glorify the Srushti, this Vriksha, still it is limited, it is conditioned, it is having a birth and death and old age and diseases. अब एज इसने इस सबका प्रेरक है, अब वो उसमें फंस गया तो means what? He is caught up, cocooned by his own creation then. Like a coach of a sports. He has coached or trained the children. They performed by Harge. No, he has trained them. No, it was for them to play. If they have not performed that day, they lose the match. Like the other day, we lost by 8 wickets. Yesterday, we won by 8 wickets. What can he do? He cannot be touched by it. He should be above the loss and win. That is a fulfillment in his Reriva of this any of the team Vriksha. उस टीम को आप वृक्ष मानोगे तो उसका कोच ये है रेरिवा है. ई शुड बी कीर्ति पृष्ठम गिरेरिवा होना चाहिए. You cannot be angry and getting frustrated more than that. मैंने इतना सिखाया तुम लोगों को, तुम फिर भी हार कर आए. These are all childlike things. It may be fact that day children, the youngsters were lazy or non-responsive, non-coordinating, their minds were disturbed for some issue, they did not do well. हजारों वजह हो सकते हैं. That are all in the meeting they are discussed. But basically, the reriva of the team, the rearing person, rearing, same word in English also. Rearing the children, rearing the team. Is Kirti Prushtam Girehiva hona chahiye. His attention is continuously to empower them. How much they get empowered, they use that empowerment, they perform and they become successful. You can't. That's what Karmanyavadika asti Mahaparishkadacha. Karmanyeva adhikara. is the meaning of Kirti Prushtam Gireheva. Urdhvaha. Now, what is the meaning of Kirti Prushtam Gireheva? All the vikaras that are there in the created world, they don't touch me. The creation is Asti, Jayate, Vardate, Viparinamate, Apakshiyate, Vinashyati. These are the 6 vikaras in the creation. Paramatma is Kirti Prushtam Gireheva, means he is not touched by the vikara. Clear? I am not touched by what happening in the Upanis. Samishti or Vyashti, Stula or Sukshma or Karanam. That's called as Gireya Prashtamiva Mama Kirti. I'm at the peak of the mountain, nobody can reach. Nobody means the creation created by me doesn't touch me. That is the meaning of it. That's the state of realization, where nothing touches me. Urdhva Pavitraha Asmi. I am the Urdhva, I am the Mula Karana, Brahma. Karana Rahita Karana. Then Pavitraha, I am pure consciousness. Because of that, each are connected. I am the Reriva, still I am Kirti Gireya Prashtamiva. Therefore only I am as an Antaryami Karana of everything. And that is because I am pure witnessing consciousness. Pavitra. And in my own self, Vajini Iva Su Amrutam Asmi. Therefore, I am eternal, immortal, unchanging. So I am the supporter of all the birth and death and changes of everything which you and I see, I the self. But by itself it is Vajini Iva Su Amrutam. Like Bhagavan Surya, I am the immortal, eternal self. Why Bhagavan Surya is self? Because he is illuminating all the worlds but not touched by him. Why is not touched? Because he is not the Karta Bhokta what he is doing. Then he actually is the Sakshi Atma in himself. With that is identified. Therefore, his doings, though his presence is making the things happen in world, but he is not claiming all the Karta Bhokta. Because the moment you become Karta Bhokta, you become Jiva. Evening class. Dehendra Prana Manohamadaya, all that. So, like Surya is in always Atma Anubhava Jnanam, I am also. And what is the Atma Anubhava? Amrita. Is it not? Everything other than the Atma is Mrita. Mrita is Asti, Jayate, Vardate, Parinamate, Vinashyati. Apakshiyate, Vinashyati. परमात्मा एक ही अमृत है, बाकी सब मृत है. वाजनीव सु अमृतम अस्मि. The most important thing is this. सब कुछ किया फिर मरने का डर है तो क्या फायदा? Like the people, millionaires, करोड़ों, but when the old age comes, they डरते जाते भी मरने का every moment with everything around. People come and say all the best. They may give bouquet and all. Doctors also assurance, sir, हम लाख कोशिश करें. We are bringing all the expert doctors in the entire world, special chartered flight. ये कुछ भी कोई भी बाहर वाले कहें, what is inside in him only he knows. And unless the person discovered the self, he will never have the freedom from the fear of mruti or death. अब देखो वो दुख वो डर का कितना होता है. All the joy of what you have achieved is gone at that moment. मैं मरेला रे करेला रे. What are you talking? Here he says Amrutam Asmi. Whereas when you see a realized saint, when he also is leaving his body, his body also becomes older. He'll have to leave that. Do you think he'll have that fear and dukkha like that other person of Maran? He says, I am the self, I am immortal. What did Parikshit say? We are going to study. Guru, please permission give me. Guru Garu, I'll just I drop my Sukshma Sharira and enter into Atmanubhava. I am not worried about this body or Takshaka coming and all. उसका ख्याल ही नहीं मुझे. He started with the fear कि 7 days में I'll die. That fear became jignasa like to Arjuna. Ki what is to be done at the time of death so that the fear of death, the dukkha of the death is kept side, transcended. Then he asked Sukadev, he told Bhagavan का नाम सुनो करो श्रोतव्यः कीर्तयः ध्येयः पूज्यः निश्चितः. अब कीर्तयः ध्येयः पूज्यः बात की बात, श्रोतव्य पहले करता हूं मैं. You teach. While listening to all Lord's कथास only, बैठे बैठे परीक्षित ने सुनने के साथ ही अंदर से ही all other sadhanas in the मानसिक रूप he did it. As a result of which within 7 days he discovered himself that self which is unborn, undying, immortal. So the curse given by the Rishi Putra is to the body, cannot be to the self. And that self have discovered. Then where is the fear? He did not run away from the snake bite of Takshaka. Rather, before the snake came, he dropped by choice his body and established in the Amrita Atma Anubhuti. देखो उन महात्माओं का, do they have that fear of death and क्या होगा मेरा अगला जन्म वगैरह? That is the meaning of Vajini Iva Su Amritamasmi. Like that, every of these sentences, along with Bhashya Artham, you have to repeatedly contemplate. Then more and more variety, varied or retailed, sublime meanings get to us, revealed to us. That's called as Adhyanam of the Shruti Vakya. Then Dravidam Savarchasam Maya Praptam. I've gained the wealth of glory, wealth of wisdom. है ना, आत्मज्ञान और आत्मानुभूति वाला द्रविड़म मेरे द्वारा पाया गया. और आई एम दैट वेल्थ, आई एम दैट वेल्थ विच इज द प्रकाश स्वरूप, द ज्ञान स्वरूप, आत्मज्ञान स्वरूप. I myself am that jnanam, and in that jnana there is no gneyam jnata or the means of knowledge, etc. I myself am the Shuddha Chaitanya Jnana Swarupa Asmi. That is called Savarchasam is Mama Dravidam. Dravidagam Savarchasam. Okay. Each of them contemplate. Now, after this we saw the next one also we did it, but not very satisfactorily. So that one we start today little by little. What is the last one we left out? Sumedhaha amrutokshitaha iti trishankoho veda anuvachanam. These are the remaining lines of this mantra. Though yesterday we touched, but not as we did the other topics. थोड़ा उसको भी 5-10 मिनट देकर कोशिश समझने का करेंगे. सो व्हाट इज मीनिंग ऑफ सुमेधा अहम अस्मि? भगवान जी का ही हम भाष्य का ही मदद लेंगे. सो ही सेस सुमेधा मीन्स व्हाट? शोभना मेधा. First su means shobhana. Shobhana means great, grand, glorious, beautiful. Medha is knowledge. What is that? Sarvagnya lakshana yasya. Mama saha aham sumedaha. So my medas is now the Sarvagnya lakshana. So it is in continuation of what was there in the fourth Anuvakam. Yaschandasa Rishabho Vishwarupaha Samendro Medhaya Smranotu. That prayer where Medha means the Atma Jnana Prajna, which was asked there theoretically, given by the Guru, he practiced it, now he is experiencing it. So Sarvagnya Lakshana Medha means what? Samsara Sthiti Utpatti Upasamhara Kaushala Yogat Sumedhastvam. No, this we said yesterday, तो थोड़ा सा आज कंप्लीट करेंगे उसको. व्हाट इज द सुमेधस्त्वम ऑफ दिस ब्रह्मज्ञानी? कि संसार उत्पत्ति स्थिति लय कौशल योगात् सुमेधस्त्वम. very sublime it is. The सुमेधस्त्वम of the आत्म वस्तु is what? सेम अहम वृक्ष रेरिवा का ही कंटिन्यूएशन है ये, कि संसार का उत्पत्ति भी, संसार का स्थिति भी, संसार का लय भी करने का सामर्थ्य के साथ कैसे उसमें नहीं फंसना. दैट्स कॉल्ड एज सुमेधास्तु. And I explained to you yesterday, if you have really with alertness you have heard, you might have caught that point. Ki as a jiva, I am a person of struggle with my own samsara. Then how can I be called that I am the cause of samsara, srushti, sthilaya and untouched? So this answer is question ke liye, as a jiva it is not spoken. When the jiva bhava is transcended, we enter into atmanubhava. In all scriptures, it is said that Atma alone is Brahma and that Brahma has Ananta Achintya Maya Shakti. Because of that only सृष्टि स्थिति लय are happening. ये हमने पढ़ा ना, उस दृष्टि से कह रहे हैं कि सुमेधस्त्वम. I am that self in whose prajna medha सृष्टि स्थिति लय are there yet untouched by them. That is the sumedha. That is the sumedhastvam of mind. And इन दैट थोड़ा सा जो ऑलरेडी सुने में बातों को ऐड करो तो इट इज इन माय ओन माया शक्ति whom I give प्रेरणा that it is projecting the world on me, sustaining the world on me, the dissolving the world into me. That capacity is mine only, but I am not touched by all this srushti sthiti laya both. That is sumedhastvam. So samsara sthiti utpatti upasamhara kaushala yogat sumedhastvam. That is what. One thought can be added. Therefore, any kaushalata of this Mahat Brahma who is doing the सृष्टि स्थिति लय करने के लिए बड़ा कौशलता चाहिए ना, expertise, wisdom, knowledge. All of them are coming from the Paramatma only. Because without Paramatma, the Mahat Brahma also cannot exist. Therefore, any Kaushalata he has got is from the Paramatma Tattva only. That is what the Paramatma Tattva at the Mahat Brahma level is expressing as the Kushalata of Srushti Sthiti Laya. Like bulb created, bulb continued, bulb destroyed in the presence of electricity. Why? In the presence of electricity only, bulb has a meaning to stay there, to glow, and then goes away if it is not useful. तो कुशलता किसका है? इलेक्ट्रिसिटी का है. So to in whose presence they are happening, Srishti Silaya, though you say that it is done by the Virat Purusha or Mahat Brahma, in the presence of the Suddha Satchidananda Atma only. Therefore, that kushalata belongs to him. That kushalata is called as Sumedhastvam. Sumedhaha. स्थिति उत्पत्ति संहार कौशल योगात सुमेधस्त्वम हो गया. तो द लास्ट वन इज व्हाट? अतएव अमृतः. Therefore, I am amrutah, amarana dharma. So, in my wisdom and presence, Sushti Sthiti are happening. Now, if they have to happen in my presence, I cannot be a part of all those three. That's why I am Amrita. मतलब मैं अमृत हूँ तभी जाकर सृष्टि बना सकता हूँ, स्थिति कर सकता हूँ, लय कर सकता हूँ. मैं खुद ही मृत हूँ तो when any of these three things are सृष्टि स्थिति लय are happening, मैं हुई नहीं, मैं फिर मैं कह नहीं सकता कि मैंने किया. तो unless अमृत स्वरूप I cannot do the सृष्टि स्थिति लय of the सृष्टि. So when I say कि I am the one in whose presence the Srishti Sthiti Laya are happening, therefore when all these three are happening, all the time I am there, all the time I am there is equal to Amritaha. थोड़ा सा इंटरेस्टिंग थॉट है ये, इंपॉर्टेंट थॉट भी है. तो सृष्टि बनना है तो मुझे होना है ना, उससे पहले मैं हूं तभी बनेगा, तभी कहूंगा ना कि मैंने बनाया. तो स्थिति होना है, किसने किया? मैं. तो करने के लिए आपको होना चाहिए, या लय होना था, हो गया, हो चुका. हु डिड? आई डिड. तो एट द टाइम ऑफ लय आल्सो यू आर देयर. तो सृष्टि स्थिति लय तीनों में आप है, तो यू आर परे ऑफ ऑल दीज थ्री, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज द अमृतत्व. Because I am the one, Sumedastvam, therefore I am Amrita. What is the Sumedastvam? Kushalata. What Kushalata? सृष्टि स्थिति लय. तो सृष्टि स्थिति लय कुशलता कारण जो मैं सुमेध हूँ, वो मैं ही अमृत भी हूँ. Because I have to be more. Now, when these thoughts become very regularly repeated and powerful in us, all these creation, maintenance, destruction, to which we give so much value, importance, when this knowledge is not there and get lost and caught up in that. So एक बच्चों का खेल होता है. And that self, like this, like the vision of the ocean, you know, when it discovers its self and it doesn't discover. When it doesn't discover, then looking at every wave's birth and death, is only worried, confused, etc. But when it discovers it is the substratum, the water, he says, yaar, itne सृष्टि स्थिति लय of millions of waves are going on happening. They won't touch me. इसको ये मायना ही नहीं है, वो होते रहता है. Like those who are not so sincere in studying Shastra, but regular, स्वामी जी बोलते रहते हैं, no value. In the same way, the ocean Maharaj says, क्या फर्क पड़ा, इतने वेव आए जाएंगे. So to those who have become very strong in this knowledge that in my pure presence, Sushti Sthiti Laya is continuously happening, is not caught up or worried in any of the Sushti Sthiti Laya. Be attentive it is. Very important thought it is. Amritaha means that. Earlier also it said Urdhva Pavitro Vajniva Su Amritamasmi. Here Amrita. Here you can add the Ukshita word and दोनों मिलाकर भी कह सकते हैं. That we will see now. अतएव अमृतः अमरण धर्म अक्षितः अमृतः अक्षीणः अमृतः अव्ययः अमृतः अक्षतो वा. So what is meaning of Sumrujada Amrita Akshitaha? The last one is Sumedha Amritaha Akshitaha. Sumedha word is explained. Amritaha and Amritaka Akshitaha is an adjective. So what is the Akshitaha? Means Akshinaha Avyayaha Akshataha. So the immortality is explained in these three words. What are the three? First Akshinaha, no decay. Avyayaha, no disappearance or destruction. Akshataha, no getting wounded. क्षीण नहीं हुआ, नाश नहीं हुआ, चोटिल भी नहीं हुआ. That Amrita I am. These three words are said in Akshita. तो मैं वो अमृत आत्मा हूं जो कभी क्षीण भी नहीं हुआ, व्यय भी नहीं हुआ और क्षत भी नहीं हुआ, नहीं होने वाला. So you have to, like when you are cooking चावल with the चावल in the डब्बा, डेली करते जाओ या गेहूं आटा, देखते देखते 25 किलो बोरी खत्म होता है कि नहीं? ऐसा रहेगा क्या? चीनी 5 किलो का डेली सुबह दोपहर शाम 10-10 लोग चाय पी रहे, तो 5-10-15 दिन में खत्म हो जाएगा, है ना? 20 लीटर. सो मेनी मसाले वाले तेल वाले खाना खा रहे हो तो हो जाएगा वो. सो व्हाट इज हैपनिंग टू दैट? क्षीण एंड व्यय in a bank balance. Go on buying the things online. धीरे धीरे क्षीण हो रहा है कि नहीं, व्यय हो रहा है कि नहीं, एक दिन खत्म हो जाएगा वो. सडनली पुट योर हैंड इन दैट मूंगफली डब्बा, अरे खत्म हो गया, रे लाओ. In this way, when I the self am creating this world, maintaining this world, destroying this world at that time. Like when I am cooking the rice every day, rice घट रहा है, वैसा मैं घट रहा हूं क्या? I, because the creation, sustenance, maintenance happening on me only. मेरे अलावा और कोई नहीं है मूल कारण के रूप में. That is what the answer. Yes, though the Srishti Sthiti Laya are happening, still I am Amrita. Which type of Amrita? Akshitaha. What is the meaning of Akshitaha? Akshinaha, Avyaha, and Akshataha. I am neither getting decayed, nor getting destroyed, nor getting wounded also. क्योंकि कोई भी चीज को अपने स्थान से हिलाओ तो उसको चोट लगता है. Like you pull the cord from that place to this place. May not be conspicuous, but कुछ चोट लगा उसको नीचे खींचने के घसीटना हुआ गया. That is called as चोटिल होना. तो अक्षत हूं मैं, मेरे को कोई क्षति नहीं हुई. और क्षत कब भी तब होता है when a part of the body is wounded or disconnected from the body. That क्षतता is equal to अपूर्णता. मैं अक्षत हूं मतलब मैं पूर्ण हूं हमेशा. उक्षित अक्षिता मीन्स पूर्ण आत्मा जो कभी घटा नहीं, जो भी खत्म नहीं हुआ. इवन दो सृष्टि स्थिति लय इज हैपनिंग. एंड इन एवरी वन ऑफ आवर हार्ट व्हाट वी वांट इज दिस एक्सपीरियंस ओनली, कि ना मुझे क्षीण होना है, ना मुझे व्यय होना है, ना मुझे चोट लगना है या कोई कट जाना है. समथिंग फ्रॉम मी अ पार्ट शुड गो अवे. नोबडी वांट्स इट. As a self-abdol, in spite of such a huge universe, is created, maintained, and sustained. Now, all these are very sublime meditative thoughts. उसमें एक ही पॉइंट ये है कि the glory of that Satchidananda Brahma is such कि on that the infinite world of so many varieties are superimposed, projected. They come, they stay, they go, but nothing happens to the substratum. This very sublime understanding is put in these words. Through these words, this is what is conveyed. Okay? Entire Panchabhautika Srushti of Andaja, Swedaja, Jaraija, Udbija, and every of these immobile or inert matter of so many things that are there, सारा उसे आत्मा से आया, उसी में रहते, उसी में जाएंगे. वो आत्मा को कोई चोट नहीं होता. इज ऑलवेज. And how is it possible when Srishti Sthiti is happening yet the Atma is not disturbed? Only one case, that entire Srishti Sthiti is only a projection, not real. Like when in a TV screen or movie screen. In the movie, so much of fire has happened, rain has happened, yet the screen is not made wet or burnt. How is it possible? Only when the thing is, the movie is projected on the screen. If it is not projection, if it is reality, then the fire should have burnt the screen. The water should have made wet. Then some khun kharaba should have made the screen red in color. Is it not? होली खेलते हैं सिनेमा में तो सारे रंग स्क्रीन में दिखना चाहिए ना. नहीं दिख रहे हैं मतलब क्या हुआ? All of that is projected. Same way, entire world is projected on me, not the world is real. Therefore, only the world is not influencing me. I am that self. Then, how much ever the world appearing to be solid, substantial, real, perceivable through our faculties of karmendriya, jnanendriya, antakarana, yet all of them are unreal. The final inquiry, deep inquiry, through the Karyakarana and all of that, when you reach to the substratum, the Satchidananda Atma. वहां जाकर जाकर पीछे मुड़कर देखोगे ये जो जितना भी रियल अनरियल. When we wake up and see how much or was the dream real at that time, when we wake up, we know it is unreal. Is it not? In the same way, because of the aviveka and ajnana, not only the world is projected in so many variety forms, and we are giving the non-existing reality to them, we are habituated to that. Like some of the children or youngsters, anybody watching the movie, take it as real. Go on thinking in their mind about that only. There is nothing real there. इन द सेम वे शुद्ध आत्मा में सब है नहीं, प्रोजेक्टेड है, तभी जाकर वो लेप नहीं करते हैं. अगर लेपन हो गया आत्मा का क्रिएटेड वर्ल्ड से, तो किसी को आत्मा मिलता ही नहीं था अभी तक मोक्ष के लिए. देखो, नोबडी वुड हैव गॉट मोक्ष, क्योंकि आत्मा है ही नहीं. अनलेस यू हैव आत्मा ब्रह्म ज्ञान, यू आर नॉट लिबरेटेड. बट आत्मा ब्रह्म कभी का खत्म हो गया. क्या हुआ? इट बिकेम दुनिया. नहीं, गूंदा हुआ आटा आप चपाती बना दिया, फिर वेर इज आटा? अभी नहीं. अब देखो चपाती बन गई. इन द सेम में परमात्मा को गूंद कर दुनिया बना दी तो परमात्मा गायब हो गए, ऐसा नहीं है. ऑन परमात्मा सृष्टि स्टिल इज प्रोजेक्टेड. आई एम दैट सेल्फ. So, last one is what? Amrutah akshitah. Then ukshita also, the way grammatically you can say that word. If you take the word as akshita, then akshinaha, avyayaha, then akshataha. These are three meanings given to akshita. Akshita का क्या अर्थ है? अक्षिणः, अव्ययः and akshata. However, if you said ukshitaha, because the avagraha is there, what do you mean ukshita? Ukshita means dubana. So I am experiencing myself to be devoured in the Amrita. That's what it says. Amritena va ukshitaha or siktaha. Ukshita is either dubavo or sprinkle karo. Sikta means sprinkling, garnishing. I am that self which is sprinkled, garnished by the Amrita Tattva. Ukshita means it is garnished, so much it is sprinkled that totally that only. Yeah, dubado, that is better meaning. So, amrutena va ukshitaha siktaha. No, sikta word is superficially sprinkling, but deeply is what? Totally immersed in. Like when an accident happens, everywhere blood, blood, blood. So in Telugu they write rakta siktam deham. What is the sikta? Means fully drowned in the blood. देखो, the sikta came from sicha sikta, like bhuja bhukta, mucha mukta, raja rakta, bhaja bhakta, the past passive participles. So to sicha sikta. Now this word, so you are very familiar with sinchai pariyojana. The सिंचाई परियोजना होता है कि नहीं, कि डैम बनाकर फिर the canals के द्वारा the water. And China is trying for the artificial clouds and cloud burst. ऊपर का सिंचाई, केमिकल प्रयोग कर रहे हैं वो लोग. So, जब सिंचाई होता है तो पूरा वो जमीन गीला हो जाता है. Therefore, here sikta means what? Totally drowned. So, I am drowned in Amrita Anubhava. If you understand this, that's enough. So, with this, the mantra portion is explained. And to this, Bhagavan Shankara has got something to explain. Because there's one more sentence left. Iti trishankoho veda anuvachanam. These 5 words have to be explained. Very important, interesting one. We will see it tomorrow. Then we will take up the introduction of the next Ekadasha Anupaka tomorrow itself, which is very beautiful, very big, very sublime. Then the Anuvaka itself, the 11th one, is so big in chanting. And explanation also साधना के दृष्टि से बहुत समझ सकते हैं, करेंगे. Then one more, the 12th one, again Shanno Mitra with little changes, concludes the Shiksha Valli. Then with this as a base, we enter into the Brahmananda Valli, where the Brahma Tattva is explained as Satyam Jnanam Anantam, and then we are slowly initiated into Panchakosha Viveka to see that Brahma Tattva which is beyond the Panchakosha. This is how this Upanishad to a diligent, serious, sincere student gives the guidance, makes one evolve in understanding and also experience if there's the sadhana, if one does the sadhana. So we'll see tomorrow. Let us do the chanting once. Om Aham Vrukshasya Reriva. Not once, we will chant it 11 times. Bring your mind there, feel every word, the meaning of it is possible, और जो मीनिंग याद आता है स्मरण करो, पूरा भी स्मरण करने का कोशिश करो, नहीं हुआ तो मंत्र का ही उच्चारण पे दृष्टि देना. अहम वृक्षस्य रेरिव कीर्तिः पृष्ठं गिरेरिव ऊर्ध्वपवित्रो वाजिनीव स्वमृतमस्मि द्रविणगं सवर्चसं सुमेधा अमृतोक्षितः इति त्रिशङ्कोर्वेदानुवचनम्. अहं वृक्षस्य रेरिव कीर्तिः पृष्ठं गिरेरिव ऊर्ध्वपवित्रो वाजिनीव स्वमृतमस्मि द्रविणगं सवर्चसं सुमेधा अमृतोक्षितः इति त्रिशङ्कोर्वेदानुवचनम्. अहं वृक्षस्य रेरिव कीर्तिः पृष्ठं गिरेरिव ऊर्ध्वपवित्रो वाजिनीव स्वमृतमस्मि द्रविणगं सवर्चसं सुमेधा अमृतोक्षितः इति त्रिशङ्कोर्वेदानुवचनम्. अहं वृक्षस्य रेरिव कीर्तिः पृष्ठं गिरेरिव ऊर्ध्वपवित्रो वाजिनीव स्वमृतमस्मि द्रविणगं सवर्चसं सुमेधा अमृतोक्षितः इति त्रिशङ्कोर्वेदानुवचनम्. अहं वृक्षस्य रेरिव कीर्तिः पृष्ठं गिरेरिव ऊर्ध्वपवित्रो वाजिनीव स्वमृतमस्मि द्रविणगं सवर्चसं सुमेधा अमृतोक्षितः इति त्रिशङ्कोर्वेदानुवचनम्. अहं वृक्षस्य रेरिव कीर्तिः पृष्ठं गिरेरिव ऊर्ध्वपवित्रो वाजिनीव स्वमृतमस्मि द्रविणगं सवर्चसं सुमेधा अमृतोक्षितः इति त्रिशङ्कोर्वेदानुवचनम्. अहं वृक्षस्य रेरिव कीर्तिः पृष्ठं गिरेरिव ऊर्ध्वपवित्रो वाजिनीव स्वमृतमस्मि द्रविणगं सवर्चसं सुमेधा अमृतोक्षितः इति त्रिशङ्कोर्वेदानुवचनम्. अहं वृक्षस्य रेरिव कीर्तिः पृष्ठं गिरेरिव ऊर्ध्वपवित्रो वाजिनीव स्वमृतमस्मि द्रविणगं सवर्चसं सुमेधा अमृतोक्षितः इति त्रिशङ्कोर्वेदानुवचनम्. अहं वृक्षस्य रेरिव कीर्तिः पृष्ठं गिरेरिव ऊर्ध्वपवित्रो वाजिनीव स्वमृतमस्मि द्रविणगं सवर्चसं सुमेधा अमृतोक्षितः इति त्रिशङ्कोर्वेदानुवचनम्. अहं वृक्षस्य रेरिव कीर्तिः पृष्ठं गिरेरिव ऊर्ध्वपवित्रो वाजिनीव स्वमृतमस्मि द्रविणगं सवर्चसं सुमेधा अमृतोक्षितः इति त्रिशङ्कोर्वेदानुवचनम्. अहं वृक्षस्य रेरिव कीर्तिः पृष्ठं गिरेरिव ऊर्ध्वपवित्रो वाजिनीव स्वमृतमस्मि द्रविणगं सवर्चसं सुमेधा अमृतोक्षितः इति त्रिशङ्कोर्वेदानुवचनम्. ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. परम ऋषिभ्यो परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे वेदव्यास वैशंपायनाग्निवल्क्य आद्य शंकराचार्यादि गुरुभ्यो नमः. अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. ओम तत्सत्. ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. Chant, study.